Welcome everybody to Tarot Tuesday. I'm Lisa Richmond. I'm an intuitive medium and a channeler, and I come on here every Tuesday and pull some cards and do a very general reading. And today I'm going to do the general reading for March. So we're just entering into the month of March, and there is a whole flood of energy coming in with this month. So welcome to Beyond Boundaries with Lisa Richmond, and I am very excited to tune in to what Spirit has to say for the month of March. Again, this is a general reading, so it applies maybe more so to some than others. Please take what resonates and then remove what doesn't. Some messages are for a few select and some messages are for everybody. So welcome, and I'm really excited to see what Spirit has in store. So I tune in intuitively to the guidance and messaging from Spirit and my guides. And I also use tarot cards and other oracle cards to help relay the message in a way that is easily understandable and relatable to the viewers watching. So thank you very much for tuning in today, and let's get started. So I'd like to thank my guides and my higher self for showing up today and connecting me to the highest consciousness available and bringing forward any messages deemed for the greatest good and the greatest good of all involved, from and only from the highest consciousness available. May we be surrounded by love, ease, and grace today. I'd like to clear the energy of all the cards today, clear the energy of our crystals, clearing the energy of all messages, any stagnant energies to be cleared out, and to have these messages received in the highest consciousness. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to start today by pulling a card from the Oracle deck of the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck. And I'm just going to ask the Wisdom of Avalon to come through today in guiding us for this reading, this general reading for March, to be able to decipher any messages for our greatest good. Wisdom of Avalon today, what is coming through? All right. Okay, so we have the horse energy, number 26, the horse energy. I love this. So calling upon the horse, Spirit is accepting help from others and delegating authority. Horse energy, what a beautiful card to start off with today. So what comes through when I look at this is the horse energy is something that is so magical. And anybody who's ever worked with horses or alongside the horse energy knows how horses really command their own presence, and they read energy very, very well, and they move off of energy very well. So with this horse energy, it's saying how we go through the energy of March, which has come through a lot with velocity. March is going to have a very strong energy of moving forward in our consciousness, moving forward with what aligns in our greatest good. And that is very much the horse energy. But in doing so and in aligning with our greatest good is accepting help from others. So that kind of co-collaboration, being able to have that integration of the sun and the moon, the masculine, the feminine. There's this like sacred union of sort that is coming through, and accepting help from others so that we can be able to generate that collective energy and move forward with it. And then also delegating. So not feeling like we're doing it all, go output, because that is burnout mode quickly. So if we allow ourselves to receive help from others, and then we delegate the stuff that needs to be done, that is important, but knowing that we can't do it all, and to keep our cup full in order to work for the greatest good, we have to be able to receive help and delegate. So I love this. This is kind of the overriding energy to start off our reading. So that is maybe a message for some more than others, for sure. And again, my guides are saying, notice the 26th. So the 26th might be a date, maybe March 26th, 26 days, 2 to 6 weeks, that can really resonate with this message. Okay, let's dive into our tarot cards this week. I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot, one of my favorite decks to use because the imagery is so clear on this, and it helps to really tell the story of what Spirit is letting us know within the cards. So let us receive the messages for the themes, significance of March energy, how to move forward with March energy, and the guidance of that. So I'm going to pick 3 cards. There's a little bit of vibration. I can feel the vibrating energy through this. So it's big energies. Okay, so Ace of Cups. Okay, we have some jumpers here. So I was going to pull 3, but then 3 more came out. So this is really interesting. Okay. All right. So the first card that came out by itself was the Ace of Cups. Okay. So that's the starting. Cups represent a lot of the emotions that we hold, emotional regulation, emotions that are involved with any kind of situations in our life, or the kind of like when we go in and we're asking about something specific, it's like, what are the emotions that go along with that? And the ace is kind of like the beginning. And in this, I love this because it's the heart that's right in the middle, and she's holding it right at her heart. And so there's about generating new emotions, generating this heart-centered feeling about this, which I love. And then the 2 cards in the middle of like the right now, the embodiment of it right now, is another ace. So the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles represent a lot of the material parts of our life, whether it's financial, whether it's stability, whether it's home, whether it's that stability aspect of our life. So that is integrated with the Pentacles. So there's Ace. And I love how in this imagery, again, the imagery is really coming out today, is that there's some like roots that's coming from that. So what this is indicating to me is putting that stability and those roots in our world right now. And this is like right now, front and present, putting roots in and really like investing in the right now. What we put our energy into right now is the investment into our future. Okay. But here's the cool part is that it's paired with the 5 of Wands. And we're going to talk about that in a bit. And then the card to move forward, what's moving forward, is the 10 of Pentacles. And what a beautiful card to lead us through forward. It's like what's coming from recent past, what's coming from the energies that's moving into March, and then what we're doing with it. So this is really beautiful. You can see the 10 of Pentacles is all about celebration. There's a family there, there's a dog there. And what I love about this card too is that it represents the tree of life symbolism in that sacred geometrical pattern is the tree of life. And so this is like the roots in which we are creating right now brings us to the stabilizing celebratory card of the 10 of Pentacles, which is like, you did it, financial success, or the success of the idea, success of what you put your energy towards. Now you can really feel that it is all integrated into your greatest good, and you can celebrate. Okay. All right. So let's dive into exactly what Spirit's talking about with this reading. So integrating the horse energies, we're moving with velocity. We're moving forward in March. We really are. The energy of March is big. There's a lot happening in March. So kind of like buckle down and get ready for it. But not in a scary way. It's like, you got this. The way to be able to move through this big energy is delegating energy, delegating things and receiving help, co-creating, collaborating with other people that have the same or similar intentions, right? Working towards the greater good in a similar fashion. The Ace of Cups, I love starting out because as we move into March, it's like gather up the things that are really important to you. Start really seeing what it is that is connected to your heart center and the why behind things. Okay, so when we're going in and we're creating new, we are creating from a place of authenticity and what aligns with us, and bringing this through is like your heart center, your love energy, your authentic self is going to be the creator of the why. Okay, so if we are cleaning out and we're using this filtration system into this clearing of this space and clearing of your energy, you're going to be left with the Ace of Cups of like, what is your heart saying? What are you being guided into from a heart-centered place? And when the dust settles a bit, you're going to see and feel what that is. And that is being illuminated. We have a full moon right at the end of February and beginning of March that is illuminating the things that are outside of that authentic self, and allowing space and time to heal it and come into a centered place in order for us to move forward with that heart-centered intention. Okay? And then when it's coupled with the now energy of the Ace of Pentacles, growing those roots, taking that emotional knowingness, that authentic self, and then we're going to start to build this foundation that is built out of authenticity. And then you're being driven by this. It is creating this Ace of Pentacles. You are growing roots in the idea of something that is stable and that is moving you towards, your calling, your truest self. And that is like, and you got two aces here. It's like starting off. It is that new creation. It is like bringing in that fulfillment, bringing in these ideas to put forward from your authentic self, which is huge. And okay, the 5 of Wands, 5 number that indicates change. And chances are you've seen a bunch of 5s within the last couple of weeks, because 5 is change energy. And we are in a huge change energy. We are changing from this 3rd dimensional kind of frequency into this 5th dimensional frequency. And in doing so, we are changing the trajectory of our existence by reevaluating the old conflicts. And the 5 of Wands is so much of that conflict energy. It is changing that conflict energy into reestablishing our truth. So instead of that reactive energy, we are observing it in that change to be able to see it in a new light in order for us to transmute and heal those old conflict energies and where they came from, so that we can see it in the new vision or that new clarity of self from that higher vibrational being, from that heart-centered place, creating our new reality by changing the conflict energy into the creation energy of our authentic self, and then seeing the fruits of our labor, celebrating our new reality. And that is what March is all about, you guys. Like, I cannot, like, these cards say it so clearly, and this is like a blunt message because it is so clear on how we are creating our new reality based on this higher level frequency. And we're given these opportunities over and over and over to change the reality of how we see things and how we react to things. So old paradigm, old way of doing things, old energy would be trigger, response based on hurt self, based on old lessons, based on old knowledge or realities, right? And so when we are triggered right now in these old paradigms, we can see the trigger, but now we're able to observe it from a perspective of a higher level frequency of self, can observe these triggers and say, wow, I see why that trigger is occurring, but it no longer has that trigger in me because that lesson has been learned. That part of myself that needed love or healing or acknowledgement, maybe it isn't finished, and this is showing you what still needs to be acknowledged. So set person, trigger, response, right? Realize it's not the person. It is the trigger that is being brought to you for you to be able to do that healing, that deep level healing that still exists within your energy, so that you can move through it, transmute it, and then live in this like real leveled frequency of why you're here, why you came in to have these experiences, so that they can be healed. Those karmic ties can be wrapped up. And then now it is the time. You did come here to be able to experience this new level frequency in order to live in this harmonious, balanced life. So I love how Spirit is just like straight up blunt. We're moving with speed forward. Okay, delegate what you need to delegate. Deal with the stuff that needs to be dealt with. Let's put everything on the table because we're moving forward. Okay, so like remove the stuff that you don't need to take with you, because we are creating from a new heart space, right? The love frequency is what is taking us into this next level consciousness, and the conflict is being met with resolution because we are creating a new life, new roots. Right? Tower moment, we've taken it down. Now we're building a new foundation, right? And there will be the last of those triggers that come forward. And it's not for you to plow through them and be like, I win. It's for you to observe from that outside perspective and say, wow, this is still a thing, hey? Let me comb that out of my awareness. Let me comb that out of my auric field so that I can move forward in consciousness. So, very clear message. Thank you, Spirit, very much for coming through with that. There's a lot of like emotional like velocity, I guess that word just keeps coming up for the message today. I feel in my energy a lot of passion that comes through with this message. So it is definitely intended for the viewers today, because it doesn't matter when you see it. It doesn't matter if you see this at the beginning of March. Whenever you find this video, this message is for you to be able to receive and digest and integrate into your existence. Okay, and then the last card that I'm going to pull today to kind of pull everything together is from the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And this is a really beautiful deck for healing and using water. Water is such a big symbolism right now with healing. So I'm really guided to use this. And so how we can use water as a symbolism of healing through this big energy of March. Let's tie up this reading with a healing message. Okay, the rainbow. Ooh. The rainbow, sweet relief, new beginnings, and a new way forward. Wow. Now, does that ever feel like an exhale from all the things, right? The rainbow, sweet relief, new beginnings, like hello, new beginnings, and a new way forward. Okay, so you just gotta, like, you could even pause it and look at the symbolism that might come up. And also they're saying, for some of you, the actual symbolism of the rainbow is significant, and how that is integrated into your existence and what the rainbow stands for and how it comes up for you. So if rainbow is a symbolism of new beginnings, or of that sweet relief, or in that trusting of that universal guidance that the universe has your back, and that you are moving into more of this sweet relief is really hitting, this message is for you. And I'm actually going to read some of the write-up on this, because there's something in the write-up that's going to resonate with some of you. Okay. There are countless myths from all corners of the world that feature rainbows. In most cases, the rainbow symbolizes a bridge between heaven and earth. and is a sign of good fortune. Perhaps the most widely known story comes from the Irish folklore. It says that there's a pot of gold waiting at the end of the rainbow, guarded by a leprechaun. Oh, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. That's also rainbow, pot of gold. The Rainbow Bridge connects Earth with Asgard, home of the gods. Ancient Japanese folklore says that rainbows are bridges that the ancestors of humans took to descend to Earth. In the Old Testament book of Genesis, God sets a rainbow in the sky as a comforting symbol to humanity that he will never again destroy the earth with floods. In this oracle, the rainbow is here to comfort and reassure you that the future is full of hope. If you've been going through a challenging time lately, the rainbow is your sign that there are clearer skies ahead of you. Rest deeply in the knowledge that the rainbow brings with it a feeling of sweet relief and a simpler future. There are new beginnings beckoning you forth. There's a clear and vibrant way forward, and the path is steady with opportunities for deep joy, safety, comfort, and peace. So the Healing Waters affirmation, something that you can repeat back to yourself. I am ready to welcome the new beginnings that are waiting for me. What a beautiful, beautiful message to come through to complete this reading today. And it just really reaffirms that this new beginning that we are walking into is one of safety, love, vibrancy, and that we can trust that we are being led here with love. Okay, so know that there are a steady energy in March that is moving us forward to this, but to trust that this new beginnings comes with a lot of pleasure and pot of gold. It's like, I gotta say, there is some fortune coming your way as well. I really feel like within trusting and believing that we are being guided in this way, there is this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So I hope that this message reaches you well and that you take this with what resonates and again, leave what doesn't. And that I'm here to guide you from the highest consciousness, and I am here bringing you love. And I hope that you enjoyed this reading this week, and I hope to see you again next week for our Tarot Tuesday reading. Thanks again and have a wonderful week.